The 2026 USS Zumwalt DDG-1000 remains one of the most futuristic and controversial warships ever built for the United States Navy. At first glance, this destroyer barely looks like a traditional naval vessel. Its sharp angular surfaces, stealth-inspired silhouette, and smooth deck design make it appear more like a spacecraft floating across the ocean than a modern destroyer. Originally designed to redefine naval warfare, the Zumwalt class introduced technologies and concepts decades ahead of their time. Even years after entering service, the ship still turns heads wherever it sails, and in 2026 it continues evolving into a powerful multi-role combat platform capable of handling advanced missile warfare, stealth operations, and next-generation naval missions. The USS Zumwalt was built not just to fight battles, but to survive and dominate in highly contested waters where radar detection, electronic warfare, and precision strike capabilities matter more than ever before. One of the first things people notice about the Zumwalt is its unusual tumble-home hull design. Unlike older destroyers that flare outward at the top, the Zumwalt narrows as it rises above the waterline. This shape dramatically reduces radar reflections, helping the ship appear much smaller on enemy radar systems. In some situations, the vessel can resemble a small fishing boat rather than a massive 16,000-ton destroyer. That stealth advantage is one of the ship's greatest strengths. Every angle, surface, and external feature was designed to minimize radar cross-section. Antennas, sensors, and weapon systems are integrated into the structure instead of sticking out like they do on traditional warships. Even the exhaust systems are engineered to reduce infrared signatures, making the ship harder to track with heat-seeking systems. The 2026 version of the USS Zumwalt continues to benefit from upgrades that push the vessel into a new era of naval warfare. While the original mission of the Zumwalt focused heavily on land attack operations, modern strategic priorities have shifted the ship toward hypersonic strike capabilities and advanced surface warfare. The Navy has transformed the destroyer into a platform capable of carrying some of the most dangerous weapons in the world. One of the most important upgrades involves the integration of conventional prompt strike hypersonic missiles. These missiles travel at speeds greater than Mach 5, making them extremely difficult to intercept. With this capability, the Zumwalt can strike high-value targets thousands of miles away in a matter of minutes. That changes the entire strategic role of the ship, turning it into a stealthy long-range strike platform capable of operating deep inside hostile regions. Powering this advanced destroyer is an integrated electric propulsion system that was revolutionary when first introduced. Instead of traditional mechanical systems driving the propellers directly, the Zumwalt generates electricity through powerful gas turbines and distributes that energy throughout the ship. This gives the vessel incredible flexibility. It can allocate power to propulsion, radar systems, weapons, and future technologies depending on operational needs. The ship produces around 78 megawatts of power, enough electricity to power a small city. That massive energy reserve also prepares the vessel for future systems such as directed energy weapons and advanced railgun technologies if they become operational later in the decade. In terms of speed and mobility, the USS Zumwalt performs impressively for a ship of its size. Despite being significantly larger than older destroyers like the Arleigh-Burke class, the Zumwalt can still reach speeds of around 30 knots. Its hull design also helps improve stability in rough seas, allowing the ship to operate effectively in challenging weather conditions. The destroyer's automation systems reduce the required crew size dramatically compared to older warships. Traditional destroyers often require more than 300 sailors, but the Zumwalt operates with roughly half that number thanks to highly advanced automation and digital systems. Everything from damage control to machinery monitoring relies on smart integrated networks that constantly track the ship's condition in real time. The combat systems onboard the USS Zumwalt are equally impressive. The ship features advanced radar systems capable of detecting and tracking multiple threats simultaneously across air, surface, and potentially missile domains. Its combat management systems fuse data from sensors, satellites, aircraft, and other naval assets into one integrated battlefield picture. This allows the crew to make faster and more accurate decisions during combat situations. The destroyer's stealth profile combined with powerful sensors gives it the ability to locate threats while remaining difficult to detect itself. In naval warfare, that advantage can determine who strikes first and who survives. The ship's weapon systems continue to evolve in 2026. Originally, the Zumwalt was equipped with two advanced gun systems designed for long-range precision bombardment. These massive 155mm guns were intended to support troops on land with guided projectiles capable of hitting targets over 60 miles away. However, the specialized ammunition became extremely expensive, leading the Navy to reconsider the role of the gun systems. As a result, attention shifted toward missile warfare and hypersonic weapons integration. Today, the Zumwalt's missile capabilities are considered far more strategically important than its guns. The ship carries an extensive vertical launch system capable of deploying a variety of missiles including Tomahawk cruise missiles, SM-series air defense missiles, and anti-ship weapons. Another unique design feature is the placement of the ship's launch cells around the outer edges of the hull instead of concentrating them in the center. This peripheral vertical launch system improves survivability because if one section is hit, the damage is less likely to destroy the entire missile inventory. It's another example of how the Zumwalt was designed differently from every destroyer before it. Survivability, stealth, and advanced systems integration shaped nearly every aspect of the vessel's development. Inside the ship, the technology feels closer to a high-tech command center than a traditional naval warship. Large digital displays, touchscreen controls, and advanced computing systems dominate the operational spaces. The crew relies heavily on automation and integrated software to manage everything from navigation to combat operations. This digital environment improves efficiency but also introduces challenges related to cybersecurity and system complexity. Maintaining such advanced systems requires highly trained personnel and constant updates to software and electronic defenses. The aviation facilities on board the USS Zumwalt also expand its operational flexibility. The destroyer can carry helicopters like the MH-60 Seahawk as well as unmanned aerial systems. These aircraft support anti-submarine warfare, reconnaissance missions, search and rescue operations, and targeting support for missiles. As drone technology becomes more important in naval warfare, the Zumwalt's ability to integrate unmanned systems gives it another strategic advantage. Future upgrades may include expanded drone operations for surveillance and autonomous strike missions. One of the most fascinating aspects of the USS Zumwalt is how polarizing the ship has been since its creation. Critics often point to the program's enormous cost, with each vessel costing billions of dollars. Originally, the Navy planned to build dozens of Zumwalt-class destroyers, but rising costs and shifting priorities reduced the fleet to just 3 ships. Despite that, supporters argue the program introduced technologies and lessons that will influence naval design for decades. Many systems pioneered aboard the Zumwalt are now shaping future warships and advanced naval concepts. In many ways, the destroyer became a floating laboratory for next-generation warfare technologies. Visually, the ship remains unlike anything else at sea. Its futuristic shape creates a powerful psychological impact. Seeing the Zumwalt emerge through